Welcome, dear listener, to another episode of Exploring Political Thought. Today we embark on an exploration of Niccolò Machiavelli's views on human nature, a topic that unfolds with profound insights and a stark departure from traditional perceptions. Machiavelli's understanding of human nature is characterized by a certain realism, a recognition of what he perceived as the darker facets of individual character. According to Machiavelli, the individual was, at his core, wicked, selfish, and egoistic. He painted a picture of humanity as fundamentally weak, ungrateful, exhibitionist, and anxious to avoid danger while being excessively desirous of gain. Lacking in honesty and justice, individuals were ready to act in ways detrimental to the community unless compelled or when personal gain was involved. Machiavelli presented a vision of human nature that was essentially antisocial, anarchical, selfish, greedy, and sensual. Individuals, he claimed, were more likely to forgive the murder of their father than the seizure of property, revealing a prioritization of personal interests over moral considerations. Machiavelli argued that the individual was generally timid, averse to new ideas, and complacent. Desires for power, glory, and material well-being drove human actions, and Machiavelli suggested that individuals were grateful only to the extent of expecting benefits and rewards. Interestingly, Machiavelli believed that the desires for novelty, fear, and love dictated human actions. He observed that individuals established governments with the strongest and most courageous becoming lawgivers and leaders, driven by a desire for personal safety and the security of possessions. In alignment with Aristotle, Machiavelli asserted that the government made the individual just and fair. Machiavelli envisioned human beings as fundamentally restless, ambitious, aggressive, and acquisitive, living in a perpetual state of strife and anarchy. The insatiable nature of human needs, coupled with the limitations imposed by fortune on possessions and capacity for enjoyment, created discontent and dissatisfaction. This led Machiavelli to describe politics as plagued by the dilemma of limited goods and limitless ambition, acknowledging the inherent conflict of interests in political associations. Notably, Machiavelli presumed that human nature remained constant, viewing history as cyclical, alternating between periods of growth and decay. This perspective allowed him to discern general laws of political behavior aimed at maximizing personal gain. He warned against sacrificing what had to be done for what ought to be done, as this, in his view, sowed the seeds of destruction rather than preservation. Machiavelli also highlighted the human tendency to glorify the past, criticize the present, and hope for a better future. He characterized the individual as a political animal, emphasizing a love for power, reputation, and a keenness to establish superiority over others. Importantly, Machiavelli confined these traits to the elite, distinguishing them from the non-elite, and rejecting the notion of universal aspirations for power and domination. In recognizing the importance of order provided by a stable, lawful political community with public-spirited and virtuous citizens, Machiavelli advocated for arrangements that fulfilled the human need for admiration, respect, and remembrance. He argued that rulers who preserved the state without undermining laws or inflicting harm attained fame and respect, while the absence of civic virtue led to moral degradation and corruption. In conclusion, Machiavelli's views on human nature present a stark and pragmatic portrayal of individuals, driven by self-interest, ambition, and the pursuit of power. His realist perspective has sparked significant debate and continues to shape discussions on the complexities of human behavior and political dynamics. Thank you for watching our videos. Please hit the like button and subscribe our YouTube channel.